Welcome, IOG staff. I hope that y'all are all doing well still after the hurricane. I know a lot were impacted. But as far as the interview video, my name's Jathan Parham. I'm a 17-year-old preacher from Greenville, South Carolina. And for the first question, why do you feel God is calling you in life, or what is your motivation to attend a Bible college? My motivation to attend a Bible college is to take a break from your everyday life. That's why I'm going to a college out of state, attempting to go to one in Nashville at Institute of g.o.d. to take that break from the normal life and fully focus on God, my peers, and my grades that are all centered around Christ. And that's what I'm trying to find from a motivation to attend a Bible college. Because I started preaching when I was real young, about 7 years old. But I wasn't too far back into the scripture. I want to fully have a firm foundation. So if there's any conflicts within the church, any questions that arise within the communion, or any brethren of mine, that I can answer that, as long as God allows it. And with 3 words that describe me, I would definitely say determined, resilient, and honest. Determined because whatever I do, I always go 100%. A lot of people tell me I go 110%. Because whenever I go at something, I fully commit to it. Resilient, because I'm not going to back down from something I started. And most importantly, I'm not going to back down fighting for something that God has started in my life. And that's why I'm trying to take this first step of going to Bible college. And for the third one, honest. Honesty is really important in my life because it gets you a whole lot more places than not being honest. You have to be honest with every single person, no matter the circumstances, and even if you hardly know them. Because there's just a little bit of the light that you show to everybody else. And then for the third question, what would you like our staff to know about you in making this decision? Well, honestly, I said in the beginning of the video, I started preaching when I was about 7. And I'm 17 now. So I've had a good little experience. I've had the last couple of years of really being founded in the preaching and the worship of my church as an evangelistic preacher whenever they need me up there or whenever the Lord calls them to allow me to preach. But my calling's a little differently because I've had a couple of them all merged into one. As soon as I got my foot back in the door of preaching, when I turned my life around, the Lord opened up MRC Ministries in my life. Probably the most impactful thing in my life since salvation. And that's a food bank that I run as a pantry right in front of my house. And I do meals whenever donations come in at my local church. And God has paved the way for that all the way. And the Lord He gave me a song almost half a year ago, so almost 6 months ago, called That Tree. And it was just a old hymn type gospel song that He allowed me to write. And that pushed me to getting a banjo. And now I've wrote 28 songs at 17 years old, and that's only because of God. And I slipped in my last college class for dual enrollment at my local community college last school year in 11th grade, and I had technical issues. And I had a lot of issues getting in contact with the college and all this other stuff. And just yesterday, they dropped it off my profile. That's only God. And all this stuff has just been getting better ever since I looked at this college. I know this is the college that's meant for me. That's why this is the only college I'm applying for. Because this is where I belong. I belong at Institute of g.o.d. And I pray that God will show y'all the same. Y'all have a good one. And I pray that your decision is based on God.